Hey guys, how's it going? Things are going well. I want to give everyone a quick update and maybe just a couple thoughts. The last couple days here have been just kind of a routine. There's been therapies and doctor visits and nurses taking care of both Ellie and Addie, and it's given me some time to just process and think through some of just kind of what's going on. And just want to share a few things with you. I have a passage here from a book that my dad gave me. It says, "You are the beloved," and it's a prayer, and it says, "Oh Lord, life passes by swiftly. Events that a few years ago kept me totally occupied have now become vague memories. Conflicts that a few months ago seemed so crucial in my life now seem futile and hardly worth the energy. Inner turmoil that robbed me of my sleep only a few weeks ago has now become a strange emotion of the past. Books that filled me with amazement a few days ago now do not seem as important. Thoughts that kept my mind captive only a few hours ago have now lost their power and have been replaced by others. Why am I continuously trapped in the sense of urgency and emergency? Why do I not see that you are eternal, that your kingdom lasts forever, and that for you 1,000 years are like one day? O Lord, let me enter into your presence and there taste the eternal, timeless, everlasting love with which you invite me to let go of my time-bound anxiety, fears, and preoccupations and worries. Lord, teach me your ways and give me courage to follow them. Amen." It's just been speaking to me a lot lately. Just interesting going through this experience. It definitely things that you were worried about a month ago that you thought were so critical, so crucial, so important to life, feels futile now. It feels not worth the energy at which, a month ago it did. And so a lot of things have been put in perspective for me and my family. We're living what I call a romantic tragedy. And, Alyssa and I, we bonded in the very beginning. We bonded over a movie called Return to Me. And it's a romantic tragedy, and it's one that we love, we laugh, we cry, and it's a interweave of joy and sadness all at the same time. And that's what what we feel right now is that joy and sadness are interwoven, that every victory and every defeat feels somehow connected. And it's a feeling that we're living with. And one of the movies that keeps playing on the movie channel is it's Pixar's Inside Out, and they have characters. If you haven't seen the movie, there's characters basically inside the mind of a adolescence, coming of age into teenage years, and there's anger, there's joy, there's disgust, there's sadness, there's fear, and the two main characters are joy and sadness. And joy is ultimately the main character, and she just wants to do away with sadness. She doesn't want the mind or the soul of the character in the movie that they're inside the head to feel sadness. And at the spoiler alert coming up, but in the end what Joy ends up finding out is that you have to have sadness, that they're interwoven, and that is an important thing to understand with joy and sadness. And we want to live a life that's filled with joy. I mean, that's what we pursue. I mean, that's what we want to know, and we wouldn't know joy without sadness. And ultimately, we think of the Bible, and the Bible doesn't it doesn't promise that we're going to live a life of joy. It actually, I think, would probably tell you the exact opposite, that God promises that we're going to be, here on earth, I should say, that we're going to be tested, we're going to be challenged, we're going to go through trials and tribulations, that we're going to deal with sadness and heartache, and ultimately, our faith in Him, and knowing that we dedicate this life to Him, that there's the other side of eternal bliss and a life with Him, that we're going to do away with all this sadness and heartache and come out on the other side. And so it's hard not to not want to feel sadness or heartache, but I see the importance in what God is teaching us, and what our day-to-day looks like. So and that kind of just correlates to what we're seeing with Ellie right now. We are seeing strides. We're seeing her be more awake, and we're seeing, her laugh a little bit more. And last night I had her actually moving her leg and her arm to a song, like she was trying to dance. And it's one of those moments you feel so happy, and then you just want to cry at the same time, because she loved to dance. And we're just, we don't know what the future holds for that. So, yeah. And Addie's doing really well. I think she's going to get to go home by the end of this week. So we'll keep you updated with that. I'll try to get to these videos a little bit more throughout the week, just to kind of keep you guys updated on what's going on. Ellie did have x-rays taken yesterday of her arms, and the doctors this morning, the orthopedic doctors, said that everything looked like it was healing well, and that I think they're going to take the pins out of her right lower humerus early this week, so that might even happen today or tomorrow. And then so everything in our body is healing well. So we're excited for that. We're excited for the next steps for Adeline, and getting home for her, and kind of getting back to, she's been cleared, as Alyssa talked about, to go to preschool, so that's exciting. And then she'll have her outpatient therapies to continue with helping her walk, and the occupational and the speech therapies and everything that's going on. She's been cracking me up lately. She's been pretty funny and outgoing with the nurses and talking to them, and it's just been fun to see. So anyways, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.